I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby.
So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day.
Sir, please, is there anything I can do, sir, please? Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please, I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please. Please.
You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know?
Okay, I don't want that man taking my picture. Why don't you take him out of here?
Sir, you hit me.
I'm gonna do
You
that
hit
next,
me.
okay?
Sir, okay, now
you take my picture then. I don't know you.
I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Please, sir, please don't make me sleep in jail tonight, sir, please. I'm begging.
We're not criminals.
They're going to make me sleep in jail.
Why?
Sir, please. Please.
Dude, please.
Sir, please.
Oh my
Come on,
God,
man.
don't do that to him.
You
He
guys
didn't
don't know
even
what
bring-
you're doing to me, man.
Why? Where are you
Ma'am,
taking
stand right
me?
here. Ma'am,
Oh man,
ma'am,
I'm just
ma'am,
walking.
ma'am. No, you can't go.
You guys really don't know what you're doing in my life with this, man. Seriously, please.
We really haven't been getting a lot of support from the community. You know, we need help getting hotels. We pretty much got the food and gas covered, but if there's any way anyone can help out in any way, guys, the hotels, the fees have really been killing us. You know, we don't make $1 million. We don't make a whole lot of money. But if there's any way anyone can help out, please. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Today's video takes us to Brookline, Massachusetts, where we find two misfit frauditors auditing the Libarry. Like I said, I always find it ironic when two frauditors go to the library and can't pronounce the word. It is hilarious, really. Well, Josh Abrams is one of our frauditors today, and he carries around his own copy of the Constitution. Wow. It's just unbelievable the lengths that these guys go to prove a point. But at any rate, let's all sit back, watch, learn something maybe, not, and enjoy.
What's going on, guys? It's Josh, the Accountability for All. And today we're at the Public Library of Brookline. We're at the Public Library of Brookline, conducting a First Amendment audit. See if they respect our constitutionally protected activity. And they should be aware of the Constitution because I feel like they have a couple copies inside, but if they don't, I have my brand new handy dandy copy of my Constitution. Let's take a peek. Let's take a look.
Yeah, before we get started, this is Josh, Accountability for All. Yeah, he's a moron. He's got an arrest record. He's got a girlfriend just as stupid as he is. And then accompanying him today is PayPal Tommy, Mass Accountability. Yeah, he's another moron. Lived with his mama for a long time in her basement until she kicked him out, moved down to Florida, lived with his grandfather. I don't know what happened. I think he kicked him out and he's back with his mama now, so let's get started, shall we?
Hi.
How's it going? I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, is that a law?
It's in our policy. I can print it out.
Oh, well, you know what? I actually have, this is a public library, right? I have the policy right here. It's actually the U.S. Constitution, which guarantees me as free press to be able to film in a public place. So if you do have a policy, it's unconstitutional. It's more like a request. But I appreciate you being really nice. Thank you.
I'm gonna call him in.
That's fine. That's fine. No, she was really nice. There's no need to be rude to someone. Yeah, exactly. She's not aware of the policy that I have that trumps all policies.
Now, this two-ton jackwagon thinks he's a member of the press and that he has rights. And did you hear how he talked to that librarian? I do what I want because the First Amendment tells me I can do it. Well, you know what, Josh? There's a lot of people in this country who take offense to you recording them, and they believe in the Constitution as well. But they believe in the Second Amendment just as much as they do in the First. So be careful out there, bro.
I'll check downstairs. Oh. Well, I'm not going to go down to the children's area just because I don't want children reading. They can do what they do. Yeah, I want to see if they...
Contact your manager?
Yeah, we just start figuring out who's on tonight.
Oh, okay. Because we don't want to leave if they're going to come and talk to us.
Yeah. I just want to help them out because if it's a public building, like, for example, like I could have a policy that says, it's not allowed to spend money. You're not allowed to spend, it's legal to spend money in the city of Boston, but it's, a policy isn't law, right? So the First Amendment guarantees you, freedom of the press. So you can film anything in public. So this is funded by the public. We're able to film here.
Why is it that none of these frauditors ever take a trip to our nation's capital there, Washington, D.C., and do an audit on those public buildings? I mean, come on, those are federal buildings, like the Treasury Department. That's because this fat buttered frauditor of the decade would never stand a chance. Man, they confiscate your camera right at the door, baby. Yeah, well, hey, that's not going to stop you because you tell them you got the First Amendment on your side, Josh, and you have freedom of the press. And then we'll see what happens because you'll be arrested by the Secret Service. Well, that'd be lovely.
Thank you. You've been very nice. That's all we're trying to do is bring awareness.
Never met a frauditor yet who missed their calling in life. They wanted to be an educator, but the problem is they dropped out of school at a very young age and they have no edumacation. That's right, edumacation. It's ironic that they always wind up in the library when they can't even pronounce the word library. It is rather ironic when you think about it.
Hi.
I just wanted to let you guys know, my name's Robin.
Hi, pleasure to meet you.
So this is the policy for photographing inside the library. Okay. So basically you have to ask permission of anyone that you film. Even though it's a public building, so you can't film people without permission.
Well, I have actually the policy, the Constitution of the United States.
Okay.
So at Trump,
this is our policy within the building.
Yeah, it's just a request. Like I don't have to, honor that. And this is why we do what we do, because I could say that I have a policy where if you're in Brookline, you're allowed to punch a child, but it's legal. I mean, if you're in Brookline, you're allowed to punch a child, but it's legal. I mean,
with all the possible analogies he could have come up with, he's talking about punching a child. What kind of a sick mind do you have, Josh? Punching a child. Why would your mind even conceive such a thing? Oh, you were punched as a child. Mommy and Daddy punched you when you were a child. Now what? You've grown up to become this misfit of society. Is that what's wrong, Private Pal? Mommy and Daddy didn't pay enough attention to you when you were a child?
Obviously, it's a policy. It's not law. The Constitution states that if
you're against the law otherwise, so that would be
this goes against the law as well, because there's no expectation of privacy in public. If you can see it, you can film it, and you don't have to get. That's why we just did the police station. I mean, it is a policy, it is a request, but it has no legal value to it, and so we don't have to obey it.
And that's why we do it. To educate not just the public, but also the people that work.
And we have a huge audience between my two channels. I have just over 100,000 people, so we can.
Did you actually request permission ahead of time?
No, I don't need permission. I have permission right here, the U.S. Constitution.
The Constitution does not give anyone absolute right to do anything they want. Although we do live here in America with freedoms that other countries can only dream about, it still doesn't give us an absolute right. And what frauditors do is abhorrent. I just can't believe that they walk in places with a camera and disrupt business. Why? For our freedom. Is that what it's all about, for our freedom? We already have freedom, Jackwagon. We don't need people like you, Josh and Tommy, to go around and protect our freedom. We already have freedom. Shut your mouth.
I mean, I can probably fix that policy, because we did that in another library. They had a similar policy, and then we just changed the policy.
No, we have it that you're allowed to film. It's that individuals.
Well, that's the thing. There's no expectation of privacy in public, so I don't have to get, unless if I was in your home, for example, you know, it would be covered under the Surveilling Act. But if I'm in public or in a publicly funded place, there's no expectation of privacy in a public way. This is funded by the public, so I mean, people can request that I don't film them, and you know, I can decide on my own whether I want to honor that request or I want to, you know, refuse that request. But that's all it is it's a request.
We usually only get the people that are working for the public.
Right.
We don't get
equally be covered by that policy.
No, absolutely not.
No.
For
See,
us,
Look at PayPal Tommy. Can't even put any clothes on. What's he got on? 2 tank tops there? What the hell, man? Some cut-off jeans? Yeah, look like a piece of trash, man. Yeah, he looks a lot different since he came back from Florida. I guess it aged him a little bit being down there. But these yahoos always want to talk about the Constitution trumps policies. Your mama trumps a policy, too. Tell her to stop being late every night coming over to my house.
You're getting paid by taxpayers.
I mean, you might be instructed.
Therefore, you work for us.
we still have to be under the policies.
That might be for you guys, where you guys have to follow those policies because you work here.
No, there's 2 different policies, one for the staff, one for the public.
Right.
Well, we didn't agree to any of the policies.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come
By
off.
coming into the building.
It doesn't come
Oh, it's a public building. So, I mean, I can do it in the police station. I can do it here. I can do it in the White House. I've done it to the FBI. I've done it to the Secret Service. I've done it to the DIA. I've done it, and the Secret Service can't make me leave or make me stop filming or ask for permission.
I doubt very much if this yahoo's been in the White House unaccompanied by a tour group. I doubt very much if he's been in the Secret Service either. I doubt very much if he filmed the CIA. What, maybe from the sidewalk outside? Yeah, but he hasn't been inside the CIA building in Langley. There's no way. Yeah, he just talks a lot. He likes to hear himself talk. And this picture right here is when he was allegedly assaulted by a woman with a manila folder. Yeah, can you believe that? Oh, she assaulted me. Yeah, right.
Part of the problem is you're getting to the point of also going against the behavior policy for the building.
What's the behavior policy that we're violating?
What part are we violating?
Well, from what I understand, you're making other people uncomfortable in the building.
Well, here's the thing.
The public and us.
First of all, their feelings don't trump my rights. Secondly, to create a disturbance, we would have to be disorderly, which means that we have to use loud, excessive, threatening words. Basically, I'd have to scream, threaten people, and that would be considered disorderly conduct. So, I mean, I think the main issue is...
The main issue is that you're a fat slob with a prison record who can't get a real job, so you have to fraud it for a living. Yeah, looks like you know Glenn Serio. You guys must go to Taco Bell. I wonder if you guys own stock in Taco Bell? Because, man, you would make a fortune.
Someone uncomfortable doesn't make them make our rights.
Yeah, their feelings don't trump our rights.
Why are you talking to me then? What is the... why is
Because she said that you guys had an unconstitutional policy. To do exactly what we're doing, to affect change. So you have an unconstitutional policy. People are going to see that. We're going to put that out.
Have you contacted the library previously about this? For example,
I didn't know.
Contact the director,
I didn't know.
any of the board of trustees.
I didn't know you had an unconstitutional policy until I got here. Well, we're going to definitely make sure we get that down. Yeah, we're going to make sure we get that policy taken down.
Well, you're welcome to take it up with the town. I mean, that's the board of trustees.
So the board of trustees runs the library and affects the policies?
The town, ultimately.
Okay.
The board of trustees is elected.
Okay.
So who the hell are you? Oh, we're going to get that policy changed. We're going to go to the board of trustees. Yeah, and you think they're going to change it just because you said so? Because you say it's unconstitutional? Yeah, that's why I just can't stand frauditors. I remember this one frauditor who tried to get the blue line flag taken down, and we all called that sheriff's office and said, please don't take it down. We respect the blue line flag. We do the same thing with this jackwagon. You know what I mean? People don't want to be filmed, whether there's a right of privacy or not in your little mind. People don't want to be filmed, jackwagon.
Perfect. So we'll touch base with them, and hopefully we can help another library out. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. I think we made our point, and now we'll contact the Board of Trustees in the town of Brookline so we can institute some positive change, so we can help them get rid of any unconstitutional policies they might have, and we can help them with their growth and being a positive, productive part of the community. You know, that's words on paper, and the words on her paper don't mean anything to me. The words on my paper mean something to me, and that's the United States Constitution. Those are the rules that I follow and the laws that I abide.
Oh, yes, indeed. Josh the Jailbird abides by the constitutional law. That's why he was in prison for a while. Isn't that right, Josh? No doubt about it, sweetheart. Now, I don't dox people. I'm not going to say why you were in jail. There's plenty of information out there. Look it up, people.
So, that's how that worked out. So, with that, I think we're done here. So, definitely a fail. Definitely a fail because they had an unconstitutional policy and they tried to enforce it. So, we don't listen to unconstitutional policies.
Our first fail for today.
That's a fail. Yep, for sure. All right, guys. So everyone, probably don't call the Brookline Public Library and have an issue with their unconstitutional policy. So this is why we do this, and that's the reason I stopped you today.
Well, there you have it, folks. And we all know the only reason he stopped by the Libarry today was for clicks and views, because that's his only source of income. He's just a jackwagon with no education, no job, no nothing. He's got nothing in life except his YouTube channel. Pitiful, isn't it? Well, at any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, Josh the Jackwagon. Cheers to that, baby boy.
Oh, you assaulted me.
I did.
You assaulted me. She assaulted me.
Yo, you're racist.
Racist. Oh, that's a hate crime. You're being disorderly. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
You'll go to jail, bro. Go ahead, put your hands on me.
Bro.
Put your hands on me.
No reason to have. I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
We'll arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You just assaulted me, ma'am. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to record you in public, ma'am. No, that's the law.
Salam yahala hamdullah. Allahu akbar. Harknuikan dakra. Ula wala fufatay.